Hi, this is Andrea Kane, and I'm here with you for HIT 352 Health Information Systems. We are now on week 14, and we are talking about chapter 15, the role of the HIM professionals in health information systems. If you are in Brightspace, you'll notice we're on week 14, and I'm sorry for the lateness of this lecture. For some reason, I thought I had already done it, and I hadn't, so here it is. Please note on the assignment, HIM Professionals in Information Systems, I am still waiting on a second video, so I'm going to extend the deadline on that assignment in the hopes that we can get that second video in from an HIM professional who works in health information technology, so that you have the benefit of both of those videos instead of just the one. If you're looking at your syllabus, you'll see we're on Learning Objectives 9.2.1 through 9.2.7 and 9.3.1 through 9.3.3, as well as 9.4.1 through 9.4.7. If you want to follow along in your book, we are on page, it's amazing how close to the end we are. I did this out of order because I wanted to come back and spend a little more time next week on chapter 14. So if you're looking at your book, we are on page 273, and you can follow along there. So let's go. Our learning objectives are here on the screen. We're going to talk about the roles, mostly technology-driven roles in the HIM professions. Identify information technology tasks that are performed by HIM professionals in traditional and non-traditional settings. Talk about why HIM professionals are qualified for the various technology-driven roles, and just explore HIT and HIM as they are together. Health information management ensures availability, accuracy, and protection of clinical information. That's what our field is all about. And what we do is for patient care as well as administrative purposes. We sort of straddle that. We have one leg in both sides. The field of health informatics focuses on knowledge, information processing, and communication, is used in medical practice, education, and research, and includes technology required. And it starts in your book, sort of going back and talking about how the advent of the EHR changed the role of the HIM professional and how that all went into play. And then it talks about how the legal health record became more electronic over time and how that really changed so much of what happened. So HIM professionals are much more involved with technology these days. I can definitely say that. I started in the field in 1990. Well, all right, so I'll be honest. I started in health information management in 1988, and so I have seen changes from where they were entirely paper records, entirely paper systems with minimal computer activity involved. Basically, the MPI might have been the only thing that was on computer at that time, all the way up through what we have today with complete EHRs, biometrics, and all sorts of other bells and whistles. So skills are evolving, and they've had to evolve as things have changed and technology has come into play. Our skills as HIM professionals are stretched and grown. There's so much more to learn. And that's the exciting part about the field, is that once you learn the basics, they can be applied in so many different ways, in so many different settings, and there's always opportunity for growth. HIM professionals can be a liaison between information systems staff and healthcare providers because we speak the language of both and have knowledge of both. The Commission on Accreditation for Health Informatics and Information Management Education is CAHIM, CAHIIM. They are the ones who actually put together the exams. And if you're looking on page 274 in your book, it'll tell you about CAHIM. And they do the content of the programs, and they make sure that the entry-level competencies are updated. They just do so much, and that's all listed here. You can read through it and highlight the information. KHIM accredits our program, and they'll be here again in 2026, I believe, to do a full-on accreditation survey for us. But in the meantime, there's documentation that has to be provided every year to them about our program and what we're doing, showing that our classes reflect the different domains of education that are required, that the assignments and projects that we give are tied back to those domains and the specific competencies under each domain. So they are very involved in what we do, maybe not on a day-to-day basis, but we're reporting back, trying to demonstrate that everything that you do has value in this program, that it's not only meant to teach you the principles and the processes for your eventual certification exam, but also so that when you get out into the field, you have the knowledge that everyone is expecting you to have. So again, I would take a look at your book on page 274 and look at that information. This just is finishing going through the list of competencies. And so you'll notice that a lot of these have to do with the classes that you take with us. So, analytics, that is turning data into information and knowledge, which then can be used for decision making. And that is all part of the KHIM process, is making sure that we address these things. And so, again, skills required of an HIM professional, whether you're a new grad or an old person in the field, such as I am. Data management, data analysis, system implementation, health data structure, documentation requirements, data quality, information system management, privacy and security, coding, reimbursement, and then of course, there's the Commission on Certification. That's CCHIM. Instead of KHIM, it's CCHIM with 2 I's. And they're the Commission on Certification for Health Information and Information Management. They're the ones who handle the exams themselves and the credentials. And again, this is in your book as well. And I see it on page 276. One of the things that I do like in your book, and I don't know if it's going to end up being a slide here, it looks like maybe not, but on the top of page 276, you can see figure 15.2 where it gives you the top HIM skills of the next 10 to 20 years. And this was developed in 2015, so we're still in the middle of it. But it's electronic health records management skills, skill in managing information privacy and security, analytical thinking skills, critical thinking skills, skill in ensuring data integrity, problem-solving skills, communication skills, written, spoken, and/or presentation, clinical documentation improvement skills, leadership skills, and skill in analyzing big data. So you can see how with these skills being what's going to be in demand here, not only today, but in the next 5 to 10 years, when we emphasize these in your courses, it's there for that reason. So looking at roles by setting in healthcare facilities, there are lots of traditional HIM roles. There's also opportunities in the IS department, in finance, revenue cycle management, and quality improvement. If you're looking at vendors, they have system development, customer service, system implementation, and training. If you go into a consulting firm, they have opportunities for interim management, coding, information systems training, and information systems implementation. If you seek out employment with government agencies, they do have traditional HIM roles. They also look for HIM professionals for data collection, data analysis, and standards development, and as well as monitoring compliance, public health, and research. If you look at standards development organizations, or SDOs, they are looking for help with development of standards, implementation of standards, educating the public, ensuring sound HIM principles. And then, of course, there's educational facilities like NICC, and they are looking for educators. These are traditional HIM information system job titles and descriptions: system analyst, system implementation, project manager, system development, technical support, as well as information system trainer, vendor sales team member, Chief Clinical Informatics Officer, Director of Clinical Informatics, Research and Development Scientist, Mapping Specialist, Data Integrity Analyst, and Clinical Informatics Coordinator. And these titles and functions and all of this started at the bottom of page 276, ran through page 277, is now into 278, and moving into 279. And on into 280. So that is where all of those are if you want to go into further detail to learn about those. I'm not going to cover those because your book does a good job of defining those. And so I'm just going to read these off as well. This is Contemporary HIM Information Systems job titles. Informatics Researcher, Data Analyst, Content Analyst, Chief Technology Officer, VP of Information Technology, Data Quality Manager, Data Architect, and Chief Security Officer. At the bottom of page 280, it talks about HIM Reimagined and looking at the future of HIM. This was launched by AHIMA in an attempt to see into the fuzzy crystal ball of the future, try and see what is HIM going to transform into and what areas need to be addressed. And so you can read all about this here at the bottom of page 280, 281. And you can also go to the AHIMA website. They have a lot of information on the website, www.ahima.org, ahima.org. You can go there and read about HIM Reimagined. But what you need to know is that they are looking, the areas that they want to address are healthcare environments, trends at colleges and universities, and needs of the workforce. They're recommending increasing the number of AHIMA members holding graduate degrees, increasing the research related to HIM and health informatics, increasing opportunities for specialization in HIM, and revising the HIT certification to become RHIT plus specialty. I think in the interest of trying to be relatively unbiased, I'm not going to go into this to any degree. I'm just going to simply point you back to your book and to the AHIMA website if you have any questions. And that is it for Chapter 15. I will be back soon to talk to you about Chapter 14. That will be for week 15, and Chapter 14 is on information and data governance. I hope you're having a wonderful week with family and friends. I hope you stay safe, happy, healthy, and wish you all the best. Thanks.